Well, thanks, guys, for joining us for this discussion about the wilder heart of Florida. More writers on natural Florida, or on Florida nature, I should say. I don't even know the subtitle of my own book, which I co-edited with Leslie Poole to my right here. My name is Jack Davis, and we're going to spend a few minutes talking about writing, and we're going to spend a few minutes talking about this book. The Wilder Heart of Florida, which will be published in March 2021 by University of Florida Press, which is a new imprint of University Press of Florida. Santa Rosa Sound was the first place we lived in Florida after moving down from, a baby boom, new suburban neighborhood in Atlanta or outside of Atlanta. And suddenly I'm thrown into this place where there's no neighborhood. We live on the Sound, which of course, is a luxury in itself, but I didn't realize it at the time because I lose all these bicycle riding kids, football playing kids. And on one side of us lived a retired Air Force colonel and his wife, and on the other side was an elderly couple from Alabama who were only down on the weekends. And so we lived in this kid desert. And I was devastated initially, but then I discovered the Santa Rosa Sound and what it had to offer. And I think that, I don't think, I know that this is where and when I first became aware of the beauty and dynamism of nature was on Santa Rosa Sound with that seine net, with my boat, with my fishing pole, with my dog by my side or in the boat, and it was a wonderful time. And when I was writing my book on the Gulf of Mexico, much later in life, my mind constantly cast back to those experiences on Santa Rosa Sound, and I realized that at some point early on that those experiences, which had been latent for much of my life, but those experiences were coming out as I was writing this book, and I realized that those experiences had congealed into the original inspiration for the book on the Gulf of Mexico. And so I was constantly latching on to that, knowing that this was when I understood that there's both a beauty and a wisdom embodied in nature that humanity cannot exceed or even equal. And sometimes when we're lost, and I think we've all said this, in particular, Cynthia, we look to nature, and we look to nature for answers within ourselves or elsewhere.